I'm Tracy Tong, and here are the top stories we're keeping an eye on. Cleanup has begun in Barrie, Ontario, after a tornado ripped through the city, causing extensive damage and leaving many without homes. We have the latest from BC, where nearly 3,000 people have been displaced because of the wildfires. We'll tell you why locals are becoming increasingly frustrated. Plus, the remains of a third Canadian has been discovered in Florida as the search and recovery effort of the collapsed condo building nears an end. Ontario Premier Doug Ford visited Barrie Friday, less than 24 hours after a tornado destroyed homes and displaced more than 100 people. Environment Canada has confirmed winds of more than 200 kilometers an hour. Morgan Campbell is on the ground with the latest.
You can see the shock on Ontario Premier Doug Ford's face as he tours this tornado-ravaged subdivision in Barrie.
Getting chills just talking about it because everyone pitches in. We've went through a real challenging time over the last 16, 17 months. Everyone's helped out, and we're going to do the same here.
Holy there's a tornado right there.
The city just north of Toronto was hit by an EF2 tornado Thursday afternoon. Winds of up to 210 kilometers an hour.
The roof is gone.
Left a path of destruction kilometers wide as it leveled homes and toppled vehicles.
Look at these poor families. They just got wiped right out.
Ford visited the subdivision in the south end of the city to reassure residents the province will assist in disaster relief efforts.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
One of those people was Melissa Strymus.
We not only have the community, but, we've got support from our political leaders. That's really important that, knowing that they have our backs too.
Alongside local elected leaders, Ford pledged to take whatever steps are needed to ensure everyone is supported. More than 24 homes have been damaged.
We're going to get them back on their feet. We're going to pull out all the stops, whatever it takes.
While crews work to clean up the streets and restore power, Barrie's mayor says the city will apply for whatever disaster relief funding is necessary, but says at the moment it is just too early to tell.
We are at one end of Tornado Alley, and I think the Solicitor General is absolutely right. The experience with that showed, because so many of our residents went to their basements, and that probably saved their lives. To not have loss of life here is extraordinary.
10 people were injured and 2 remain in hospital, while more than 100 are displaced. And despite the destruction, many are remaining positive.
It's all replaceable, and that's all that matters, is that everybody made it out.
The Red Cross is offering support to those displaced by the tornado. Donations are being accepted at a nearby school. Meanwhile, many are being asked to turn out in droves to help clean up the streets simply with brooms and gloves. Morgan Campbell, Global News.
American officials